Welcome everyone to today's conference call. We're open to take questions. Jason Gregor first up. Just unmute your microphone and you can ask your question. Go ahead, Jason.
Good morning, guys. It's finally here now. It seems like a playoff week. So, Mike, as a goalie, can you just talk about the importance tomorrow night? Is there anything in a one exhibition game that you need to feel that will help you at all to get set for the playoffs?
Making saves. No, I mean, I think just it's such a short turnaround. Obviously, one game to get ready, and I think we've simulated a lot of game stuff in practice. So I think both Mikko and I are feeling good about where we're at, and we'll have a little taste of what it's going to be like tomorrow night, and then it's go time. So I'm sure we'll both be ready.
Next question will be for Tracy Myers. Tracy, go ahead.
Hi, thank you guys for doing this. Just wanted to ask you kind of off of what we were just talking about with the exhibition game. What's it going to be like to play, just get that game atmosphere in a very different way now?
I think that we've done a great job in practice, ramping up the intensity, and I think throughout the year, you're going into practice, you're not finishing checks and that sort of thing. But I think it's just our mindset that we need to ramp it up. We only have one game to get ready before it counts for real. And I thought throughout our scrimmages and even through practices, guys are going hard, battling, kind of creating that mindset before we go in.
Next question for Tom Gulitti. Tom, as soon as your microphone's active, go ahead.
Just following up on that, if I know you can answer, I don't know if you've seen what the arenas look like yet, or it's set up. Are you expecting that, obviously it's gonna be different with no fans in there, but do you think there will be some atmosphere, and then maybe tomorrow with facing Calgary, will that kind of take care of itself as far as there just being a rivalry there?
Well, I think most of the guys who's in here have been waiting for a long time to start playing again. I think we're all ready to go, and like these guys said, I think we've been doing a pretty good job to stay in shape and have a good intensity at practice here last couple of weeks. So I think we're more than ready, and obviously it would be fun to have a lot of fans in here, but it's a tough situation. It's crazy times, but we got to do the best out of it.
Next question, Derek Van Diest. Derek, as soon as your microphone is active, you can go ahead.
Yeah, hi Oscar. I guess this question is for you. I just wanted to ask you about the intensity you guys had in scrimmages was kind of getting ramped up as per scrimmages, but how much different is it for game intensity? Like, do you have to really find your legs in that exhibition game tomorrow? Is there a big difference between as intense as you can be in a scrimmage and getting up to game speed?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like Matt said, I think we've been doing a pretty good job ramping up the intensity during our practices, but going in tomorrow playing a team like Calgary is going to be 100%. You need to. It's like Mike said, it's a quick turnaround. You need to find your legs quickly. You need to make some saves and get into it pretty fast, because every game really matters now. It's everyone has to be accountable and have to be ready, because otherwise this can be a short journey.
Next question, Ryan Rishaug. Ryan, as soon as your microphone's active, you can go ahead.
Yeah, if excuse me, a couple of you want to weigh in. Just we saw in Major League Baseball this morning there was some positive tests on one team, bit of an outbreak, and it's really thrown things into question a little bit. I just wonder if that resonated among the players, if it's something you guys heard about and talked about, and maybe how you guys feel about having gotten through phase 3 fairly clean. The teams have all arrived in these cities safely, and just maybe what a big hurdle that feels like has been cleared.
Yeah, I think it's probably a stressful time for the NHL and everyone involved in this unique situation. Obviously, getting everyone here was probably the biggest stress point of this whole thing. I think there was no negative or no positive tests here in the last week or so. So obviously that's important. And I think the NHL and the city of Edmonton have done an unbelievable job to get this kind of bubble life sorted out, and feels very secure in this little spot we're in right now. So, baseball is obviously different. They're traveling around all over the U.S. and in different cities where, there's high infection rates. So as players, I think we feel pretty safe at where we're at right now. And like Oscar said, excited about getting going now.
Next question, Adam Cook. Adam, as soon as your microphone's active, you can go ahead.
This is for all three of you guys. When you're in this kind of scenario, obviously it's unprecedented, but I wonder if it's possible to kind of go to get comfortable with your confines. Like, are you there yet? Like, what's the testing like? Like, is it possible to get used to it?
Yeah. I mean, the testing is the testing. It's you gotta do it no matter what. I think for some guys it's bad, for some guys it's not. But you know what? It's a part of being here, and it's a part of continuing what we're doing. So I think for the most part, guys aren't really complaining about it. And I mean, moving on, I think that just through our lifestyle, we're always on the go. We're always traveling to new cities. So I think this bubble is a new look for us, but we're kind of used to that on the go lifestyle where we can adapt to that.
Just a note to media, because of time constraints, we'd ask you to limit to one question for one person so we can get to as many questions as possible. Rob Tishkowski, you're up. Go ahead.
Hi guys, if a couple can maybe jump on this one. These Edmonton Calgary games over last season have been pretty exciting, pretty intense. You know, line brawls, goalie fights, the whole deal. Is this the perfect opponent for you guys if you only get one preseason game to get ready? And is there a line to be walked? Is this going to be more along the lines of preseason hockey or midseason Battle of Alberta hockey? Can't hear this.
Like I said earlier, we've been practicing a lot here for a couple of weeks, but it's not really the same thing on going into a 60-minute full game against Calgary. So I think it's good for us to get into heat and start finding our legs again. And obviously that's going to make us ready for Chicago.
Next question, Jim Matheson. Jim, as soon as your microphone is unmuted, you can go ahead.
This is for Mike. It's Mike Smith. Can you, I know it's a fair number of years ago, can you relate to playing the Blackhawks before when you were in Arizona and you kind of stole that series from what I understand, beating the Chicago Blackhawks?
Yeah, it seems like 100 years ago now, but yeah, obviously a little bit different situation, not being able to play at the United Center or, you know, at your home rink, but I think obviously a team that has had a lot of experience in the playoffs, obviously won Stanley Cup. So it'll be a good test for our group. And I think we're at the point now where we're just excited about getting things started. I think there's been a lot of lead up going to this point. Obviously an exhibition game tomorrow to get kind of our feet under us, but I think guys are excited about this opportunity, this chance to, you know, to beat a very good hockey team. And we're just kind of excited about let's get her going now.
We'll take two more questions. Go to Quinn Phillips. Quinn, go ahead.
Wants to answer. Just wanted to know, you know, how comfortable the bubble is and what the league and some of the or league and team have done to make it as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, I think for the most part, everything's pretty comfortable. I mean, we've only been here a day, but the player lounges are really nice. The food and amenities are really nice. I think that for the first 5 days, we're kind of supposed to stay away from other teams. So I think some guys haven't really ventured kind of in the bubble. So I can't really answer that question fully. But from what they had on the PowerPoint presentations, it looks really nice. I think, I mean, I haven't really heard anyone complaining or that sort of thing. And then there's stuff for guys to do, which I think was a concern for some of the guys.
And one final question, Tracy Myers. Go ahead, Tracy.
Hi, this is for Mike Smith and kind of what you all were just talking about. You guys are home, but you're not home. So how just strange is this whole situation?
It's definitely unique. I think reality definitely set in yesterday when you bring your luggage into a hotel room after you drive to the rink 10 minutes, you know, from your house here in Edmonton. So the only thing that's a good thing is that it's unique for everybody. Everyone's going through the same thing. Everyone's staying in, you know, these two hotels and playing in the same arena, dressing in different dressing rooms every day, but it's all kind of new to everyone. I think the team with the biggest mental strength, strongest mental strength is gonna, you know, probably lift the Stanley Cup this year. And, you know, we're all in this, we're all in a new situation. So we're kind of going day by day here right now.
Thank you very much. We'll be back shortly with head coach Dave Tippett.